Now we are going to meet the upcoming Nottingham rapper and songwriter who's releasing a new high-energy grime-infused piece of drill called Violation in collaboration with another drill artist, Skay. Eden Brooks, better known as EDB, used to be part of the underground grime scene here in Notts in the early 2000s. He since took a break and moved away to London, but now he's back making music and he's made the switch from grime to rap and wants to use his music to tell stories. The new track is set to be released on Friday, and Eden has actually travelled from London today to be here, and here he is. Thank you for coming on. I don't know if you could tell in that introduction, but I am not sort of big up on drill music.
Drill, yeah.
It did sound like that, didn't it?
I can tell.
Before we talk about your track, let's talk a little bit about drill then, because what we do know is it gets a bit of a bad rep, doesn't it? But what is it and why is that?
For me, it's an art form, so it's an expression of art, but it gets a bad rep because of the content, the lyrical content. It can be quite volatile, quite violent, so yeah. But for me, it's an art. It's not my lifestyle.
Right, okay.
It's just an expression of art, yeah.
So your new track's Violation, which is coming out on Friday.
On Friday.
What's that about? What's the inspiration behind it?
Just pretty much, I wanted to come, so I'm a rapper. I make rap usually, R&B, but I wanted to come on something that is current. So grime is my background, and it's something that I can transfer onto drill. So it's like I wanted to come with something more current rather than just stick to something that I'm comfortable with, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, so you're testing yourself as an artist.
Yeah.
And you stepped away then, you moved to London, you sort of, is that right, you stepped out of music for a bit and then you're back into it?
Yeah.
What made you sort of take a break and why are you coming back into it?
Well, when I first started, I was in Nottingham and there was no industry at the time, so there was no Spotify, there was no way of really putting yourself out there. At the time, London was doing it, so it was pointless for me carrying it on. But since I've moved to London, I just thought, you know, I'm in the right place for it, so it makes sense.
I mean, Nottingham's got a thriving music scene.
It has now. So
yeah.
Prior to Spotify and social media and stuff, there was nothing. But now it's different. So even if I was in Nottingham, I would have eventually jumped back into music because of the social media. But because I was in London, it just made more sense.
It's just there on your doorstep without the social media.
Yeah.
Do you keep in touch with the Nottingham music scene?
Yeah, to an extent.
Yeah. How are you feeling about it? What's like drill like up here and grime?
In Nottingham?
Yeah.
We've got quite a lot of talented artists in Nottingham. Grime artists, rap artists, R&B, but they're not, there are a couple that have made it in the industry, but it's not really out there yet. Do you know what I mean? But there are some talented people in Nottingham.
How can we do more for that? What needs to be done, do you reckon?
I reckon like on the underground scene, more needs to be done in terms of organising venues and events and, you know, like open mic nights and stuff. And maybe more collaboration with London artists, because that is where the industry is, you know what I mean? And that's not going to change.
Yeah, okay. We have like loads of music events, but you're right, you know, it's more probably mainstream, isn't it, that happens in Nottingham, and certainly I'm not aware of it. But you know, I'm a dad of two. I stay in most nights anyway, so why would I be? You know. Let's talk about Violation then. So what's the meaning behind the track?
Well, Violation itself is a bit. It is a volatile track. It is in line with grime, in line with the drill. The inspiration behind it, I suppose, is just to express my versatility and to come on a different level rather than something, like I said, that I'm comfortable with. Yeah.
And how do you say you use your music to tell stories? Are they stories that sort of represent you in your life, or are they made up, or you know where?
Yeah, so to an extent. So when I was younger, I was a bit of a naughty boy. So a lot of my lyrical content is in relation to how I used to see things and how I used to think, and pretty much the mindset of a lot of the younger generation as well. So it's an expression of my history. It's not just fictional.
Yeah, and it's kind
100% fictional.
Yeah, and it's like, is it reflection?
Yeah.
Reflection on that?
Yeah, to an extent.
Are you wanting people to look up to you? Where are you in the drill and the I know you say you've moved on from grime, but drill. Do you want younger artists to look up to you and to collab with you?
Not so much look up to me, but I'm open for collaboration. I'm pretty much at the beginning, like at the bottom of the ladder, but I put in a lot of work over the last couple of years, so I'm expecting it to escalate over the next 12 months and get to a level whereby I can quit my 9 to 5. That's the aim.
That's exciting, isn't it? Are you excited about it? How do you feel about it at the moment?
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is exciting. It's scary at the same time because it's just me. I haven't got a management team anymore. I had to let them go. So it's just me. I'm investing quite a lot of money, marketing, music videos, etc. So yeah, it's a bit daunting, but it's exciting at the same time.
All the best things are, don't they? If you, like you say, if you're in the comfort zone, you know, you've kind of done that, isn't it? It's the daunting stuff that gets the blood going.
This is it. This is it. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, I'll tell you what, thank you for coming. I'm so appreciative that you came up from London just for the chat.
Awesome.
And we're gonna finish the show by listening to Violation. Here you go.
Violation, blatant statement time, leg shaking, what you time wasting for? I don't know why you're wasting time, but face it, I split your face in four. Trepidation, pagans, hating mind, that's racist, what you been racist for? If you don't like the way I make you shine and say bitch, don't say no more. Can't hurt me, trust, I'm laid back, sturdy stuff, I made it that. The man that talk can't say jack, got bricks and tick and paid it back. Perfect picture painted, that was moving big from way back. Camden Town, my favourite patch, flavour trees, my paper stack. Weighed out in fresh brown paper packs, self-employed in paying tax. Toilet things, no shame in that, but don't get me wrong. Still tease your mum and spray your dad, give them brothers a rain check. Big talk, no talk, the same breath, split your wig in plain. Violation, blatant statement time, leg shaking, what you time wasting for? I don't know why you're wasting time, but face it, I split. Trepidation, pagans, hating mind, that's racist, what you been racist for? If you don't like the way I make it shine, say bitch, don't say no more.
Real life talk, man, I'm known as a general. Got the flicks by my genitals. Told bro, gotta whip these chemicals. Up in that band or hide from federals. The cat just asked for his medicals. Cause bro's really got that too. I just grab a 2 in the blue. Up in that band all nasty fumes. Up in that band all nasty smell. I really put grub on skills. I'm up by the sea and the shells. I break down.
There you go, EDB there. Now it's time for your lovely Nottinghamshire photo of the day.